What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cornelia back for another episode of Black News, a podcast where we break down current events, hot topics, and local stories involving Black people. Now let's get into it. First things first, y'all, I will be in San Diego doing stand-up comedy all weekend. If y'all listening to this podcast the week that it comes out, the week of July 18th, on the 22nd and the 23rd, I will be in San Diego doing stand-up with Tony Baker and friends all weekend. So by the time you listen to this podcast, you got time to grab tickets. If you are in the San Diego or Southern California area, drive your ass down there and come get some laughs. It low-key might be sold out already. Y'all know Tony sells out. If you don't know that Tony Baker sells out, he sells out. So you may have time to grab a couple ticks. Date night, girls night, homeboys night, whatever. You take your mom and them out, whatever the case may be. But that's where I'm going to be performing stand-up. And I might also be out of town doing stand-up within the next month or two. Stay tuned with that. But hit my website up, Cornelia.com, for show information. Also, again, thanks for supporting the podcast, Black News, on all apps where podcasts can be heard. And thank y'all for supporting the Flex Zone podcast that I'm also a part of, available on all apps where podcasts can be heard. You guys have been killing it with the support. So grateful. So thankful for all that you guys do and have been doing. And just keep it up. Just keep it up. With that said, though, let's get into it. So this week, there are a bunch of small topics related to Black people that I'm going to touch upon. It wasn't too crazy in the realm of Black news. So giving y'all these pocket topics, that's what I'm going to call it for this time being, and that we can touch upon. You can think about it at home. Let me know if you have thoughts or any ideas around it, and then we'll keep moving through. Okay. First, Fulton County District Attorney said that two more high-profile racketeering cases are coming in the next 60 days. Y'all, backing up a bit, y'all know Gunna, Young Thug, and them in jail. Gunna the rapper and Young Thug the rapper and them, because I don't know the rest of them young men. I just don't be knowing. I'm older. They in the pokey on a RICO charge. I'm not 100% sure all of the charges related to each, but they got denied bond or bail. Them brothers gonna be in there until they case. And I know Gunna's, he ain't seeing the judge until January. They gonna be in there. Happy holidays, okay? They were interviewing the district attorney, Black woman, and they were talking about the cases and what was next. And then she dropped the bomb, boom, boom, and said two more high-profile cases coming up in the next 60 days. Y'all, then the internet started throwing names out there, damn near throwing people under the bus. At one point, they like, yeah, so-and-so about to get locked up. Dang, you gonna stall your boy out? It is getting wild in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't be in the loop like that. I don't be really listening to new rap music like that. I don't know what people be rapping about. As far as I'm concerned, they still rapping about doing Percocet and drinking lean. That might not even be the case. But so I don't know who doing what because I don't be listening. So I can't give no like theory about what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen to who. All I know is based on the fact that the ones that's already in there ain't out yet, it ain't looking good for the rest. It goes to show, one, I'm glad Jay-Z and I believe Alicia Keys and a few other artists within hip hop and R&B are taking the initiative to get bills passed so you can't use rap lyrics against people and song lyrics against people. Because, you know, whether the lyrics are accurate or not, it really sucks that literally people just sitting on Spotify listening to people so they can lock them up. So I'm glad that is happening. But on the other side, if you out here doing crime, you probably shouldn't be telling people you out here doing crime. If you do something crazy, you probably shouldn't get on Instagram and brag about doing something crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's me who think that's common sense. Maybe I'm not. I'm a HBCU graduate, so I know a little bit more. Shout out to the HBCUs. But I'm just saying, it will probably be in people's best interest to shut the hell up, especially at this point and moving forward, because we see what's gonna happen and we see what has been happening. Now, if y'all got the info about who's next, feel free to share that with me. I won't necessarily tell people on Black News who is coming next. I'm just going to watch the news and keep tabs on it in case something does happen and I can report on things that are actually moving and shaking in Fulton County. With that said, let me know on the low y'all thoughts about who it is. A part of me don't even want to know. I don't want to know what they're doing. I do, but I don't. Y'all feel me? But hit me up. Let me know, if y'all know a little something extra. If somebody been rapping about something crazy and it's right in front of our faces, or, just let me know your thoughts about this particular topic in general. Next, let's discuss how Sesame Place, the children's amusement park, got put on blast for being racist, y'all. The bigotry is apparently alive and inside them puppet costumes over at Sesame Place in Pennsylvania. Okay. Sesame Place is a child-friendly and child-focused amusement park that is designed around Sesame Street. The characters, the ride, all of that. That if your kids like Sesame Street and like puppets and things, if you in Pennsylvania, everybody and their mama be at Sesame Place. I went to Sesame Place some years ago. I forget who I was with. Somebody with some kids, because y'all know I ain't got no kids. And we was there all day, child. It was just like screaming, kids playing in the water, dancing, and the kid music and them kid rides. It's a good time if you have little children around. If you're an adult and you just there, it's a lot. But they went viral, or clips went viral on social media because a mom captured her 2 black kids waving and trying to get the attention of one of the puppets during the Sesame Place parade, and the puppet shooed him off. The puppet was waving and kikiing it up with the little white girl. Then when the black girls waved and tried to get the attention, the puppet was like, beat it. Basically, the puppet was like, hey, the puppet hit them with the all lives matter. Basically, all lives matter, and walked away. The woman posted on social media. It went viral. Kelly Rowland even reposted it and was like, see, no, we would have had some furniture moving if you would have did that to my kids. Sesame Place responded and said something to the effect of, oh no, our puppet wasn't being racist. They were shooing off a woman who was trying to get the puppet to hold her kid. They made a statement. They were like, no, it's not racially motivated. It was all in the news. Different news outlets were like, yeah, they're not racist. How dare you make everything about race? Well, as you know, we live in the social media generation. Everybody got a camera phone. Additional videos dropped from different angles and different times where, what did we see? More Sesame Place characters shunning and being shady to the little black kids. Of course they was gonna do some digging. The minute you try to say that somebody's experience isn't valid, you should be aware that most stuff gonna drop, and it did. And it looks like whoever in that puppet costume need to read some books on Black history, different cultures in America, and not having bias while at work. And look, usually at jobs like this, in them costumes, it'd be like college kids, young people, maybe some high schoolers. I remember when I was in Flint living and back in high school, all of my friends worked at Chuck E. Cheese, and everybody I knew who went to high school with me, they was Chucky. At one point, everybody was in that costume. They was 16, 17, maybe 18 years old. If you was working at Chuck E. Cheese, guess what? You gonna be in that little stinking costume. So the same could be the case for these Sesame Place characters. However, you should know better by now, and even not by now, you should know better in general, that when you are in the presence of children and you are a character, them little kids gonna be running up to you, trying to hug you, grabbing your leg, crying, screaming. These puppets and these characters are celebrities to some kids. So you need to act accordingly. And shunning and shooing off little kids, especially only the black kids, that ain't gonna fly. Sesame Place in hot water. I don't know what they can do at this point. That, of course, they're gonna release a statement. Maybe they're gonna say something about having anti-bias training for staff. Who knows? But I know it's a lot of people on social media, black parents, who said they ain't taking their kids to Sesame Place, so they about to take a huge hit. Did y'all even see this though? Because it went viral fast. And y'all know sometimes videos be old, so I don't know when it actually happened. But y'all, Sesame Place getting dog walked, okay, on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. What y'all think about the scenario? Did y'all see the different angles of the video, and do y'all think that the little puppet dudes or women, whoever is in there, was actually being shady? I do, especially once I saw the other angles of the footage. But let me know what y'all think about this. And did y'all even know Sesame Place existed? Because if you ain't regionally situated within that area, some people didn't even know this was a place. And again, I only know because I went there with somebody with some kids. But hit me up regardless. Let me know your thoughts on social media at Cornelia. Next, let's talk about relationships, shall we? Let's talk about being in relationships, situationships, kicking it, talking, dating, whatever we're calling it these days. I don't know. And different types of relationships have different levels, so the titles need to match. And in this case, in this particular topic, while the situation went viral and they said they were in a relationship, we can talk about that. Okay, back up. There was a video that went viral on Instagram, Twitter, maybe TikTok, where there was a girl and her homegirls dressed up going out to eat for her birthday, and her boyfriend, they were having an argument in the parking lot of a restaurant. The girl was saying, why you can't pay for birthday dinner for me and my friends? There were 18 of them. The boyfriend and her were going back and forth. She eventually called the dude broke, and it went viral. People were saying it's fake, it's a skit. People were questioning the validity, all this other stuff. People, some girls were on her side, some guys were on his side. It was just a back and forth, a mess, which posed the topic: when we are in relationships with people, do we expect our boyfriends or our girlfriends or significant others to pay for a birthday dinner for us or them and all of the friends? Now, 18 is a lot. Okay, 18 people is a lot. That's a lot in general. Now, I've had birthday parties, skating parties at a lounge. I've had karaoke parties. I ain't never invited 18 people to dinner. I personally don't like birthday dinners because I don't like, I'm not one of those people who like splitting the bill evenly when I don't order no food. I've been to a birthday dinner before and all I had was a salad and a glass of wine, and the bill for each of us split evenly. I end up paying $100 and something. No. I also know people who purposely go to birthday dinners knowing the bill is going to be split evenly, and they order everything they've ever dreamed of ordering because they know it's going to cut down on the price for them. On the flip side, I have been to birthday dinners or just, group shindigs with friends and people that are like-minded, and we split the bill evenly because we all order the same way. But I ain't never done that with 18 people. I also, though, remember back in the day, being a part of the generation who has seen other older generations interact and date and couple in relationships, and seeing the younger generations and how they interact and couple and are in relationships. I feel like I'm like a middleman, like an observer. Back in the day, when you go to birthday dinner, and maybe this because I'm from the Midwest and Flint dudes and Midwest dudes were different. From like the 2000s, from like '05 and back, if you and your homegirls went out, a lot of times the dudes would pay. It wouldn't be like forced, like you gotta pay. They would just voluntarily pay. I don't know if it was generational, if they were looking at their fathers and uncles and brothers and siblings doing that, because our fathers, uncles, and brothers and siblings, they were doing that. So for me, I remember when, if you would have went to a birthday dinner with all your homegirls, he would have picked up the tab. Now, he probably wouldn't have picked up for 18 people, but if it's like you and 3 of your homegirls, back in the day, they used to pay. Now, this was also back when you would be in a relationship, he would give you money to get your hair and nails done, but nails wasn't like $200 for a full set. It was, kick them by maybe $50. You get full set. You can get a full set of junk nails for $50. Different time. Now, I also am aware of the generation behind me, meaning younger than me, where this conversation about going half on dinner dates and who's paying for what and independence and and splitting rent and bills and all this other stuff. So I understand that generation not understanding or even knowing the first reference that I talked about. Luckily for me, I've seen both sides. I know what I like. I don't mind, if me and my homegirls going out to dinner and it's a gazillion of us, I'm not expecting no dude to pay. Now, if he got buku cash and he volunteers to pay, of course we gonna eat. But if not, I'm not gonna ask that. But in this instance, do y'all think the woman was in the right or the wrong? Or do y'all think it's deeper than that? Meaning, usually when you expect something like that, somebody may have set a precedent or a level of expectation where you felt like you can ask for this. If I'm dating someone and he don't be paying for stuff, I wouldn't expect him to pay for something. I will only expect someone to pay for dinner with 18 people if I were given the impression based on past experiences that he was able to do that. That's just me. That may not be the case in this situation, but what do y'all think? Do we expect our partners, girlfriend, boyfriends, or whatever, to pay for birthday dinner? Honestly, in addition to everything I said, it also depends on your financial status. If your man or your woman got money like that, I can see that. Like if I was Young Miami and I'm with Puff, I would expect Puff to pick up birthday dinner. And even in that case, sometimes the restaurant gonna cop you, so he ain't even gotta pick up birthday dinner. It's free. But let me know y'all take on it. Some people were even chiming in and they were saying that he shouldn't be paying for anything at all. Possibly even her dinner. That's a whole nother conversation, because I ain't up the school of me dating and I'm paying for everything and he ain't paying for nothing. If it's my birthday, you can pay for my food. If it's your birthday, I pay for your food. Like no, that ain't my ministry. Now, what's y'all's ministry? Do y'all side with a particular person, or what's y'all feelings on this new conversation around relationship independence and finances? Hit me up on social media and let me know your thoughts. Let's get into honorable mention. Quick shout out to Jennifer Lewis for receiving her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The mother of Black Hollywood is officially immortalized. Is that a word, y'all? Is it when you're set in stone? Is that what it's called? Yeah, whatever it is we calling it, that's what she got. She got her star this past week, along with many others. And I feel like this past couple of months, all the Black people been coming for their stars. So kudos to everybody, including her. Now, In order to get your Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame, you have to pay a certain amount of money in order for that to happen. So people be like, why you ain't got one? They probably ain't paid the fee. A lot of people ain't really feeling that and they don't really care. But Miss Jennifer Lewis, rightfully so, has gotten hers. We know her as the mother of Black Hollywood for a good reason. She has been the mother to Angela Bassett. She was Tina Turner mama. She was Tupac mama. She was the grandmama on Blackish. She has been, I'm blanking on all the other mama roles, but that title is definitely fitting based on the characters that she's played and her legacy and who she has been in the industry. And side note, I really recommend y'all listening to her audiobook. She really does a good job of telling her complete story from her growing up in close to St. Louis, all the way going to New York and then coming out to Hollywood. It has been a journey for Miss Jennifer Lewis. She ain't let up this whole time. So seeing her finally get this accolade, it's just icing on the cake. And y'all know the red carpet pictures and all of the photos that we saw, it was her doing them high kicks, because Miss Jennifer Lewis gonna high kick her ass off, okay? It was hilarious and it was endearing. But, just huge congratulations to her. And then even right after, a video went viral of her talking to some of her fans while she was signing autographs and taking pictures, encouraging everybody to vote. She was basically saying to the effect of what we already knew. While we sleeping, they are trying to take our rights away. They don't give a fuck about us. So make sure y'all vote and don't drop the ball and let her life's work go to waste. So with that said, in the words of Jennifer, yes, congratulations to her, but thank you, Jennifer, for using that moment to continue to push the conversation forward about what is still important for Black people. Voting. Even if you don't believe in it, I don't give a damn at this point. You need to vote anyway. Did y'all see that Jennifer Lewis got a star on the Walk of Fame? And who do y'all think should get one that don't have a star as of yet? Child, for me, if you Black and you famous and you do good work, give them a star. That's who I am, and that's where I'm at right now. But let me know your thoughts around the mother of Black Hollywood finally getting her just due. And another shout out to Angela Simmons for going viral again for being in Miami Swim Week and killing the runway with her natural body. And while it's nice to see that, it's also sad that we live in a time where people are being congratulated for not having surgery on their body. You being congratulated for not having BBL or breast implants or getting butt shots. It's really tragic that we are in this particular era, because what we've seen, trends don't last, and you stuck with that body forever. If you got surgery and all of a sudden them shit's out of style, you gonna be looking crazy, or it's gonna cause health problems. But this ain't about that necessarily. It's about Angela empowering other women to feel confident in the bodies that they and we have. We oftentimes are on social media and get sucked into the trap or the idea that we have to look a certain way. Now, people modeling clothes they're not only tall and skinny like they used to be based on supermodel images, but now you can tell that they got their bodies done and they're just altered. Normal people don't look like that. Normal people look like Angela Simmons, and Angela Simmons looked good. She had a baby maybe some years ago, and she's not a super skinny girl, but she got body and she got shape. She got legs, she got a butt, her body moved when she walked, and she looked like the rest of us, and she looked like she worked out and had a tan and had her bikini on. Bikini wax lady was on point, because in order to be smooth like that, your wax lady gots to be on point. They don't be doing that at European Wax Center. They be leaving hair on you, but we ain't gonna go down that route. But I'm saying, I'm proud of Angela for having the confidence to walk in Miami Swim Week, to post those viral videos and pictures, unedited raw footage, because she captured it raw footage, raw edit, unphotoshopped, And I'm proud of her for taking the lead and giving the rest of us some encouragement and that push and security to say, you know what, my body looked like Angela and she looked the F good. And so I'm going to step out with mine. I love it. I love that. And I love that she did that. If you haven't went and seen it, go on Instagram. They're all over, probably TikTok as well and Twitter. To see what it is. She had on a green bathing suit. I think it was a MAC collection bathing suit. If not, whatever she was wearing, it was looking good. So shout out to Angela. And what y'all think about it? Are y'all pro BBL, anti BBL? I'm not shaming women, because in order to get to that place to feel like you need that, you really had to be feeling a way about yourself. And I hate that trends and comparisons and social media has gotten a lot of us to that point. I hate it. And I'll be happy when we get up out of it, because I don't think it's going to do any of us any good. But in regards to Angela, what y'all think about it? Did she kill it or no? And now are you going to go out here and kill it too because she did? Hit me up with your thoughts and let me know. All right, to recap this week's episode, we covered a lot of things, y'all. A lot of things in a short amount of time. We talked about birthday dinners, having to pay for your 257 friends that you bought on the dinner, whether it's right or wrong. And if you got buku bucks, personally, if you got it, I mean, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat the food. We also discussed the pending RICO racketeering charges that are on the way in Fulton County within the next 60 days. And hell, when the news first broke, it was 60 days. Right now, it's probably down to about 55, 54. Sesame Place got caught on camera for being bigotry. We need to call it All Lives Matter Place, because that's what it's looking like over there, especially inside of them puppet costumes. And big kudos and big shout out to Jennifer Lewis for her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and for Angela Simmons for shutting the F down the red carpet, or the runway, might I say, at this past Miami Swim Week. With that said, that's it for this week's round of topics, and I'll check back in with y'all next week on Black News. That's it for this week's episode of Black News, y'all. Thanks again. Thank you. And thank you again so much for sticking with us, supporting the podcast, liking and subscribing on all apps where podcasts can be heard, rating 5 stars, and leaving a comment. It helps more than you know, so I really, really appreciate it. And keep sharing Black News with all of your friends and family. Be sure to hit me up on social media if you got ideas for topics. Or just hit me up in general to let me know you've been listening. Let me know your thoughts. I'm at Cornelia on all platforms across the board. That's at Cornelia, like Kenny and Ophelia. Also check my website. I got some shows coming up in Los Angeles County. Hopefully get on the road soon. But for now, if you're in the LA area, hit me up. Check Cornelia.com for show dates and details. And as always, thanks again so much, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Keep supporting, keep growing, keep building, keep staying safe, and keep staying healthy. As always, again, I'll see you back here next time, same place. Bye.